Hi, I'm Matt Perger, the brand ambassador for Eversys, and we're going to be running through the new Cameo machine and a few of the intricacies and settings that we can use to help make our coffee even better. So we'll be running through each different parameter that we can adjust, each different beverage that we can create over a series of 10 videos, and we'll be diving deep into how we can use the different features and smarts that are inside this machine to make our coffee as good as it can be. So today we're going to focus on the recipes screen. Now, what you'll see when the machine starts up are the drinks that you can push a button and they'll come out. But in the back end of the software is a screen where we can control those recipes and tweak them and change them. So we'll go into the menu by holding down Select Your Product, typing in the password to access the menu, and we're presented with this screen here. Today what we're looking at is the Products and Keys menu. So here we can see the same layout of screen that was the home screen on the right, and then a more detailed menu of options that we can adjust for each of these buttons on the left. So we can see here we have our top left beverage is a single espresso, and there are various parameters that we can adjust. First up is of course the image, and we can adjust that by pressing on a different image there, whether it's a single or double recipe. The product type. The product type is going to change the options that are available to us. If it's an espresso drink, we can change things like tamping pressure and water. If it's a steaming product, then we can adjust parameters to do with steam. So for now, we're going to leave this as espresso. We can adjust which hopper is going to be used for this beverage, the right, the left, a mix of both, or the manual powder chute in the top. We can adjust the water quantity, so this is how much water is going to be flowing through our coffee to make the beverage. The cake thickness is the thickness of coffee grounds inside the brewing chamber, and this is a proxy for dose, which we would normally be measuring as grams, and we'll get into that a little bit more in another episode. Tamping pressure, 20, 40 or 60 kilos. Pre-infusion, which is how long the pump will run, followed by a relax time, so the pump will turn off, but the water pressure will remain. And then once the relax time is completed, we'll move on to the full espresso. And then second tamping is after the tamping has been completed, whether the piston will go backwards or continue to leave pressure on the coffee. So we can give some headroom, or we can have no headroom, or something in between. And then on the second screen down here, we have bypass quantity, which would mean which percentage of the water we use misses the coffee and goes straight into the cup. And then coffee cycles is how many times does this recipe run when we press that button once. Now we have some other beverages in here. We have milk beverages like a cappuccino, and on the second page we'll see some milk related options here. For steaming items we have our how much steam, what temperature it's at, when the air is going to be added and how much, and also we have just milk coming out of the spouts here as milk foam. We'll be going into details of each of these, and of course we can also choose something like hot water and change the temperature and have different buttons for our hot water. So these are all of the different parameters we can adjust, and we can have multiple screens of different products, but mostly we'll just be fiddling around with this first screen to see what we can do with it. Now of course all of those options are available on here, and you can make drinks to your heart's content and navigate through with that button on the bottom there. That's it for now.